Here is your average college freshman, William Kurt. He suffers from high stress, increased hormone levels, and homesickness. He is no stranger to all day studying and pulling all-nighters. Today, among other days, however, is different. No amount of studying can help him understand long-term memory, short-term memory, working memory, and executive functions, which is the subject of his test tomorrow. He eventually is overwhelmed by the workload and falls into a deep, deep slumber, where he will have a not-so-ordinary dream about a not-so-ordinary topic.
Oh man, am I late for the test? Hello? Anybody here? Oh,
Hello, William.
who are you?
I'm the sleep fairy, and I'm here to help you with your dilemma.
Huh, what dilemma? Listen, I've been trying to understand that for weeks now, and you think that you can just explain it to me right now?
Yup.
Okay, fairy. Let's see what you got.
Do you see the definition?
Yes, I've read that definition countless times. It just doesn't help.
Okay, well, think of it like this. 1, 5, 10, 15, and 2.
Okay.
What number was highest?
15.
Correct. And that's basically your short-term memory, where your brain holds small amounts of information for short periods of time.
Okay, so what's the difference between that and working memory?
Working memory is when your brain can juggle multiple pieces of information while manipulating and applying them to situations you're in.
Okay.
For example.
Are you trying to say something, ma'am?
No. Now pay attention. Do you remember that girl's phone number from gym?
Huh. Oh, yeah, I do.
All right, good. Now listen. 100, 15, 42, 13, and 5.
Okay.
What number was lowest?
5.
Correct. And what was that girl's number?
347 392 0553.
Good.
So that's working memory?
In a nutshell, it's your ability to juggle information and manipulate it. It's how you were able to tell me the lowest number, remember that girl's phone number, and chew gum all at the same time.
Oh. Okay. I think I get it now.
Let me go a little further, just in case you're uncertain. Take a look at the whiteboard.
Okay.
All right, now let's say that a cleared whiteboard represents the amount of space in your brain that can hold instant information. And all those names and words are written down, but you can't tell where they are in no certain order.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, you can tell me what's on the board, just not in any specific order, correct?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of names and words up there.
That's short-term memory. The gathering and holding of small amounts of information for a small amount of time.
Okay, so why no order in short-term memory?
Because there's not enough attention with short-term memory to have order.
Oh, so I'm guessing there's attention in working memory.
Correct. That's why you were able to remember that girl's phone number, say the lowest number that I told you, and chew gum all at the same time.
Oh, wow. Okay. So if short-term memory is small amount of information being held for a few seconds or so, long-term memory is just the opposite, right?
Correct. Long-term memory is things that can be held for a few days or decades.
Oh, okay. So how does short-term memory become long-term memory?
Through a process called consolidation. That's basically where sensory information goes to short-term memory, and then it goes and becomes long-term.
Oh, So, it's sort of like an actor learning their lines, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So, after it becomes long-term memory, is that it? Is it done? Does it just go to a big long-term memory bank?
No, there are two main subdivisions in long memory, implicit learning and explicit learning.
Really? Okay. So, oh, so it's sort of like an actor learning their lines, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So, after it becomes long-term memory, is that it? Is it done? Does it just go to a big long-term memory bank?
No, there are two main subdivisions in long memory, implicit learning and explicit learning.
Really? Okay. So, what's the difference between the two?
Implicit memories are basically things that you can't really explain very easily. Things like playing a guitar or learning a new language. That form of memory is not dependent on the hippocampus.
Okay, and what about explicit memory?
Explicit memory is basically things that you can explain easily, like a traumatic episode in your life or different facts, and that is dependent on the hippocampus.
Oh, wow. I think I'm starting to get it. But one more question. What's executive function?
Executive function is the ability to choose an appropriate action that you see fit according to what's going on around you and your experiences with the situation.
Okay, so if I'm afraid of the dark and I have to choose between going to a dark cave and a brightly lit room, my executive function is going to tell me to choose a brightly lit room because of my past experiences with the dark, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That was pretty easy. I have one more question, though.
Sure.
Who is writing on the board? I mean, it's only me and you in here. Oh, so you just going to answer my questions about short-term memory and long-term memory and all that. Just ignore the rest, huh? You know, you are something else, man. But thank you, though.